in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hawkeyes will put total leather and we'll get started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Oregon's offense will have first crack at this one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else.
Oh, he's got some space. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
How electrifying is this guy when the ball is in his hands? I'll tell you, he's making a name for himself all across college football. Ripped off over 100 yards in his last game out. He's basically at that now. This defense does not have an answer.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. He'll toss it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Iowa's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You got to worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like you.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. This offense has it with really good field position. Handoff to the single running back. Got enough for the first. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that. We just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to take off. Get every inch you can, but don't take the big hit. Great job by the quarterback. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Murphy. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. It's Hardy. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gets him on the ground in the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Ducks are on the move. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack. At the 36.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Bees that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw, it's Murphy. And the defense picks up a sack, getting down at the 44.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies, and give this quarterback a chance.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Slithers into space. Gets it past the marker. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Still running at the 40. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Grabbed in the middle and slow. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. Spits it out to the back. It's complete to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Ducks! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake them up.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Bell. Looking down the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Find some fresh air. Looking for room at the 30. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now improvising. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They'll leave it with him. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Zings it complete to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Fast completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's low. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Dropping back, it's Bell. It's complete. Oh, what a cut! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moulton. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Makes the grab over the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Creates a little room. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass. But then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They'll try to add another to their lead. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Looking for space. It's Moulton. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Tight end now in motion. To the air on 1st down. A strike downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Going for 6. Touchdown Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Fires to the big fella.
And the defense brings the blitz. And how about the QB? Really nice job understanding. If I can hang on to this just a little bit longer, it gives my receiver an opportunity to run a better route and get more time to create more space. Nice job hanging in there, taking the hit, and getting the completion off of it.
Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been... execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have got...
Turning it on! And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense coming up. There, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore will throw. Catch in the middle. It's Gresham. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They're going back to the ground. Still on his feet. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run. The OC's going to give him the ball some more.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Quick step and go. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give is to Smith. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? The Hawkeyes are facing 3rd and inches. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. Oh, he got loose. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
They go to the ground. Turns it on at midfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. His drive will open from the 15. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
There he goes. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. On the option. He'll pitch it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Pulls it in. It's Buckley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do, and get the 1st down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that 1st.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And they'll just down it right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
But the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got room to work. Runs through the tackle. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner goes down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Now adjusting. He's going to run it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's the handoff. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Ducks come to the line trying to find a... Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Running through contact. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it.